is Kurt Wilhelm, your host of the Social Universe talk show here on Voice America, and we are joined by Elvia, who is the owner of D'Image or D'Image. We're going to talk about the difference between the two in just a moment. But there's a cosmetology school, a barber school, and a med spa. There's also a beauty supply, and if you're in there getting taken care of all of these different services, there's even a cafe that she owns that you can drop in and eat some wonderful food. So anyway, it's definitely a one-stop shop, a great place to be. And since I'm sure you're all excited to go out there and visit it, Elvia, tell us the contact information, the website, and where they can go visit you.
Okay, well, you can find us on the webpage on www.D'Image Medi Spa. It's a whole word. .com, and you can find us on the address is the same for all 4 locations, so you only gotta switch from one suite to the other.
That's right.
So the address is 2539 North 35th Avenue in Phoenix, and we are on 35th Avenue between Thomas and McDowell on 35th Ave. And we are open Tuesday through Saturday, and we are open from 10 o'clock to 7 o'clock. And on Saturdays, we are open from 8:30 to 5:30. So you have any events on Saturday, we are open early. And we do a lot of hair and makeup for quinceañera events and weddings. So if you're having a big event, check us out.
Absolutely. And from what we learned on our show in the past, there are more quinceañeras in Arizona than there are weddings, and so if you're thinking you're the only one out there shopping for quinceañera, different things in preparation for your quinceañera, make sure that you go to their website, and make sure it's not Med Spa, it's Medi Spa, so it's MEDI when you go to the website. So say the website one more time. www.medispa, the whole word, spa.com, and that's where you can find more information, and it has our prices. It has an English and Spanish, so as soon as you move the arrow, it will change from one language to the other, and it has some pictures. And you can also find us on Facebook, and you will see some of the pictures from hair, makeup, nails, competitions that we have done in the past. So. Absolutely. In fact, is it just where are there 5 different fan pages for your businesses, or is there one fan page?
We have 2 under construction. We're working on the school, and the cosmetology school, and the barber school. We have the spa going already. We're planning on linking them all together, so it will be easier for clients.
Okay, very good. So just look. The image is really unique. So sometimes it has the apostrophe in it. Most of the time it doesn't, right?
Right.
So
yes.
it looks like D'Image, and so the joke is that if you come in asking for a D'Image, then it's only $10 more per haircut. If it's D'Image, then it's $10 less per haircut. But you can be, yeah, you betcha. So it's our coupon, if you want to if you come in and saying it is specifically D'Image, then you get the $10 discount. That's the net result.
Definitely, yes. And if you go in today and say that Kurt's saying you get a free haircut, so go buy it.
Absolutely. You can't beat a complete 100% off. Look how well I negotiate for all of my listeners. So yeah, come on in and give it a try. You guys will absolutely love it, and they do a phenomenal job. And it's a great atmosphere. It's a great atmosphere to be in. So again, tell us and now a little bit about the cosmetology school. I think that's what you created first, correct?
That's where we started, and we started with only 5 students so far. Today we have 40 students, and we are not a financial aid school, so we have our students on a payment program where they can afford to go to school and keep their jobs at the same time. So we don't have long hours where they won't be able to make it the next day to school. And we have flexible schedules, payment plan for them, and our program is bilingual, so anybody can go in there.
Okay.
And requirements, we're very basic. What the state board is requiring is just to fill out an application so they know your information. You need an ID and a social card, and you're also going to need a high school diploma or GED. But if you don't have either or, you're going to be at least 23 years old. So that's pretty much our requirements, and that's what we go by.
Okay. I'm going to throw a little bit of a curveball question for those of our listeners who may be business owners that want to target the Spanish-speaking market, the Latino market. As we saw in the elections, the Latino market is growing and is having more and more of a say, not only in our elections but in our marketplace and how that is all developing. So what advice in the social media or online or offline would you give to business owners that are looking to target the Latino market?
Well, everybody's a target on business, so you don't discriminate on color or language, because they're going to be part of your team. They're going to be your clients. They're going to be there for you every day. And I think that's one of the things that have helped our business grow, just because we have a very mixed clientele. We do service over 500 clients a week, so that tells you that our clients are coming back every time and keep on growing. But we do give a lot to our community also. We volunteer. We go in, and sometimes we give free haircuts, sometimes we do manicures. It depends, and if there is out there organization that needs help, let us know. Give us a call.
Do you do pedicures as well?
We do pedicures, we do manicures, we do nails, we do hair extensions, we do makeup, haircuts, facials, massages. Whatever you can find on a salon or spa, you'll find it there for sure, at a better price for it.
So if we have men that are listening and they say, well, I don't want to paint my nails or my toes, but could they come in just for a pedicure and get their feet and cuticles all taken care of, or what
Paying
is
the whole
available for them?
family, it's a $7 pedicure, a $5 manicure, and a $4 haircut. So you got a big deal there.
Very good. And if you reference our show, then the first one, only the first one, because you're going to be hooked and you're going to want to come back, would be for free, correct?
It will be a free haircut, yes.
All right. Again, 100% off discount. Look how brutal we are compared to Groupon. All right.
Yes,
Well,
I
great.
check up too on pricing, so we have the standards.
All right. So what are the other? Tell us about if I am a student and I want to go to cosmetology school. What are some considerations that I should have as I am looking into? First of all, is there a difference between beauty school and cosmetology school if I'm researching?
No, you'll find the same information, just probably named different, but they all go for the same. Some of the schools, what they will do, they kind of break down their programs, so whatever you want to certify yourself on. So like there is schools that will do just skincare, or cosmetology will cover skincare. It also covers nails and it covers hair. So that license will give you an opportunity to work on either or area within the same license, and you don't have to go back to school. But we keep our students up to date, going to hair shows and to events and competitions, again, to make sure they're up to date with their clients also, and they can tell more information into what's going on in the beauty industry.
Right. Now, of course, if someone is bilingual or doesn't speak very much English at all, one of the things that makes your school great is that they would be able to get licensed and speak Spanish. Now, do you have materials that they can read in Spanish as well, or are the materials mostly in English?
The materials are in the language that they prefer. When they go to the State Board of Cosmetology, their test is going to be in English, so they get prepared to take their test. So we have to work a little bit harder, I should say, because now we have to prepare a person that doesn't have 100% or at least 50% English to go and pass a test. And what we'll do, we'll train it for so long, and the last 600 hours or 500 hours, depending on the student, we'll just test them. They will be just taking written tests until they pass them all, and they go and review their chapters. Some of them, now on the new program that we have, they have the e-book, but they can get a book in English or Spanish, and they can go back and forth from one book to the other and have all the information where they can absorb it and then understand it, and then now put it on paper and be able to read it. And it works for our student. It's doing great. They're passing their test, and they're very excited. So they like that program.
Absolutely. So that's one of the things that makes your school unique. What are some of the things that make your school unique as opposed to other schools? I know, first off, that other schools can be very expensive. How is your tuition compared to other schools?
I have done some research on pricing, and our school it stays on the lowest one, and not because it's a bad school, it's just we're not government funded, so our students have a payment plan for our program. The cost for our program right now, we do have a $3,000 off tuition discount, so the total cost is $12,550, and $3,000 off. So it gives you $9,550, where we do have a payment plan for you. It's a minimum $300 a month, and your tuition is going to be paid for by the time you graduate. So it gives you enough time to pay your tuition, stay at work, and or stay in school. And for the most part, we see our students finishing their program and be able to pay off for a debt for their tuition by the time they graduate and go out there and open their own business.
Great. So you do have a lot of students that actually create their own spas. So if they have a dream like you did to go out and create your own business. So if any of our listeners or our future YouTube watchers, because this will go out on YouTube, if you're watching this, then make sure you contact LVI and you can register. But if you have a dream to not only to get the training and have your license, but to create your own business, then there's a pretty good percentage that you want to talk a little bit about that, those that actually go out there and create their own businesses?
Yes, some of the things that they will do, because we've already been through that process of how do you open your own business, and we try to make shortcuts for them, give them a little bit more information where to buy stuff, other tools where it's going to be less costly, more not less costly, affordable, but where they can open their own business and cost them less than $10,000 instead of going in debt for so long and for so much, and then they have to close down. And the fun part is that they are the ones hiring our own students, or students that just finished their program and they have their license and they are working out there. Are being a great referral to our school, where we have a waiting list of students to sign up into our program. Also in our barber school. So it is passing the word. Our students are getting to know more about our program, and we are a very serious school. We make sure that our students, when they're there, they're learning. They have requirements that they need to comply with. They have clients where they can practice, and they gotta be there. I mean, we don't want them to pay us if they're not gonna be there. We do correct our students if they don't show up. We can terminate our students. That's part of our regulations and rules that we have, that you have to be there, and that's what you're paying us for. We don't want you to give us your money if you're not gonna be there.
Yes.
Okay, so if you want to go somewhere else, go out there, but we want to make sure that while you're within our program in our 1,600-hour range, we can train you, you can practice, you have questions, we can help you.
And they really can, whether you're looking to get a job at another hairstyling place, or if you are looking to create your own business, either way. I don't know of too many of the cosmetology schools that actually give you some business consulting advice, so it's a great place to go. These are things that make D'Image unique, and also it is unique in that it really is about $8,000 less than I've seen on the market out there. So the pricing is very good, and the training is great, as we were able to talk about earlier. That it's award-winning. Everything across the board is award-winning, whether that's the cosmetology students or the barber students, which we're going to talk about when we get back from break. So again, thank you for tuning into the Social Universe here on Voice America. This is Kurt Wilhelm, your host, joined by Elvia, the owner of D'Image, and when we come back, we're going to call this group a group of something, a group of schools, the D'Image schools and Med Spa. There we go. That's what I was trying to wrap my mind around. And thanks so much, Elvia, for joining us, and we'll be tuning in right after the break.
Thank you.